everyone. Thank you for joining Branch's session, the ultimate e-commerce guide to the 2021 holiday season. It's hard to believe summer is over and we're already thinking about the holidays. But don't you worry, I'll be sharing some insight and tips to make sure you're all prepared. But first, I'll introduce myself. I am the Senior Director of Business Development at Branch, and I have the pleasure of walking you through mobile e-commerce best practices that will help fortify and strengthen your app engagement and retention strategies to boost conversion rates during one of the most important times of the year, the holidays. Here's a quick snapshot of what I'll be covering today. First, I'll walk through the state of the mobile e-commerce industry. Then I'll cover some of the trends and predictions for the upcoming holiday season. Then I'll dive into some of the recommended organic strategies that every mobile e-commerce brand should take advantage of in order to maximize performance. But first, I'll start off with a quick introduction of Branch. Branch provides the leading deep linking and attribution platform. We offer solutions that unify user experience and measurement across all devices and channels. Using branch links behind your marketing communications delivers a better customer experience, which ultimately leads to higher campaign performance. We seamlessly integrate your app into every customer journey, adding new value to offline and online touchpoints. With branch links behind all of your marketing communications, you have a consistent platform to capture lost attribution data and comprehensively and accurately measure the impact of those efforts. The data from all of your marketing is easily exported into a single database where it can be utilized for downstream personalization efforts and multi-touch attribution reporting. Branch is a happy partner of Movable Inc., and we're excited to be here today to share some insight on how, together, we can solve some of mobile's most distinct challenges. Some of the biggest brands know the importance of mobile user lifecycle and trust Branch to drive growth by fixing broken customer experiences by providing accurate and reliable data across all channels and platforms. Over 50,000 apps have our SDK installed, and we are the most used platform across the top 200 apps. All right, let's take a look at the state of the mobile e-commerce industry. This should really come as no surprise, but internet adoption continues to explode. The world is at our fingertips, and making purchases online is now easier than ever. We're also seeing mobile users continue to grow year over year, and interestingly enough, Android is fueling the majority of that growth. And despite global supply concerns due to the pandemic, the global smartphone market still grew over 13% in the second quarter of this year. The increase in smartphones has clearly impacted the way customers make purchases. Last year saw $2.9 trillion in mobile sales alone, and it's expected to grow to $3.5 trillion by the end of this year. That is insanely massive growth. When we think of mobile, one of the first things that come to mind are apps. Last year, there were 218 billion app downloads, and the average smartphone user had about 40 apps installed on their phone. It's really no surprise that we're spending the majority of our time on our phones in mobile apps. And users on these smartphones are expecting seamless, personalized experiences from the brands they interact with. Providing a less than ideal experience for a user actually hurts your brand loyalty. And conversely, when you do provide a personalized experience for the user, they actually become a more valuable customer in return. All right, knowing everything that we just covered, let's take a look at what we can expect for the upcoming holiday season. First, we'll see an increase in investment in organic channels. Organic acquisition requires less of an investment than paid acquisition, and the channels have actually been found to be over 4 times more effective at driving purchases. The reason being, users who find your brand organically tend to have a much higher intent and are more likely to become your most loyal app users. Next, there'll be an emphasis on providing users a personalized shopping experience. Taking your users from mobile web, email, or any of your other paid organic channels directly into the app while preserving the original context of that engagement will provide a much more personalized experience and will seamlessly convert those users into higher value customers. You're definitely going to want to capitalize on this, especially knowing that users are shopping even more on their mobile devices this upcoming holiday season. COVID actually played a really big part in changing the way that people discover, shop, and buy for the holidays. Last year, users looked to their mobile devices to make purchases at home during lockdown. This year, given supply chain issues, we actually expect to see customers buying for the holidays even earlier this year. We'll also see an effort for retailers to unify their online and offline experiences. QR codes, believe it or not, have made a glorious comeback, and brands will leverage them to provide a smooth user experience to bridge the gap between brick and mortar and their app. This can be done in store or with any offline marketing materials. There are a lot of moving parts that make up a successful mobile marketing campaign. And with that, we'll see brands look to the mobile tech ecosystem in order to provide a frictionless personalization experience for the holidays. By using a best-in-class marketing technology stack, brands can link seamlessly across every channel and platform, pass data and measure efficiently, and segment based on user activity and optimize accordingly. The idea of better together will go very, very far this holiday season. All right, with all of this taken into account, let's identify a few strategies so you can maximize your performance for your holiday campaigns. We discussed earlier your users' expectations for a personalized experience and how detrimental it could be for your brand if it's not provided to them. In order to help users have a great experience with their brand, your emails and all of your channels for that matter need to link into the app. That'll let users take immediate action without any interruptions. You should be sure your personalized emails are deep linking from email to app to allow users to complete crucial activities like purchases, especially during the holidays. This is actually important for a couple reasons. First, it provides a better end-to-end user experience. Second, you'll reduce friction and thus drive higher conversion rates. Thirdly, you'll see higher order value from these users, and also your purchases will be made more quickly because users are already logged into the app and their credit card information and addresses and everything needed for a checkout experience is already saved. Another strategy is making sure you deep link your users from mobile web to app. Mobile web is still a very relevant channel for retailers, but driving web to app adoption is an easy win because the users you're targeting, they're already active on mobile. As I mentioned earlier, apps offer an increased opportunity for brands to build loyalty. Branch and Movable Inc. can help you engage your mobile web users with banners of varying volume and creative to match intent to serve users the right message at the right time. If your push notifications don't lead users to the in-app information they're looking for, you're going to lead your users to a dead end, which is not only a disastrous user experience, but it leads to poor retention rates. Branches deep linking ensures your push notifications take users to the relevant in-app content, and that'll reduce friction. Ensuring your push notifications deep link to the right place instead of the generic home screen allows users to quickly get what they need without interruption, which leads you to increased performance and efficiencies for your campaigns. Last but definitely not least, brands should consider building out features such as in-store signage with QR codes, buy online and pick up in store, contactless forms of payment, and faster 2-day shipping. The advantage of the QR code comeback to display QR codes throughout retail locations on owned catalogs, product packaging, and delivery fillers. Implementing QR codes into your growth strategy is actually very cost-friendly. It's low-hanging fruit and it'll help you convert offline users to engaged, loyal app users. To sum it all up, here are the 4 things to help you crush the upcoming holiday season. Provide better customer experience and personalization across all marketing channels, both paid and organic. You have to drive web to app adoption using deep links to provide a seamless user experience and drive brand loyalty. You also want to take your users to relevant in-app content via push notification to capitalize on your most loyal customers. And finally, unify that online and offline experience in order to meet your customers' expectations and needs going into our second pandemic holiday season. Thank you all so much for your time. Please don't hesitate to reach out on our website, branch.io, for more information. Happy holidays and stay safe.